Welcome to another gameplay, but today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be playing a horror game on Steam, so no Roblox. I know, surprising, right? And I don't even know if this game is going to be good, but it looks good. So let us dive into it by hitting the play button and essentially playing or pressing the VCR. Click! Morph Girl does not autosave. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, but is there a save? Invisible, use a cogwheel icon to save, load, or quit the game. I might be quitting the game a lot of times between these gameplays, so letting you guys know right now. Remember to save frequently and prior to important events or decisions. Load these save files to blah blah blah. Let's get into the game. I most likely will not save and load. I mean, I'll save, but I won't load because I kind of... Wait. Shh. Can anyone tell me why she's sleeping next to her nightstand and not on her bed? I mean, well, I guess Morph Girl, yeah, she's morphing into different locations while sleeping. Monday. Alright guys, this is gonna be crazy. My name is Elena Pierce. On Friday, it will have been a year since the death of my wife, Rebecca. Since then, my life has been one of tedium and monotonous routine. I work an underpaid office job at a failing insurance company. And I'm sorry, but just for a lot of people that are watching this video, which might, maybe, I'm usually a Roblox channel, so if you subscribe to this, to see more horror games like this, there might not be a lot more. Just letting you guys know right now. I don't have any friends and I rarely leave the house. And in just a few days, everything is gonna change. I thought your wife died. Or are you just a girl with a wife? Which is okay too. Just kind of confused me a little bit. What? Okay, I'm gonna... this is supposed to be a Roblox channel, guys, so... I'm gonna... kind of block out the parts you guys are supposed to be seeing. Which is... I mean, we're all adults here, right? I mean... For the adults that are here, you don't need to see it. And for the kids, you don't need to see it. Rebecca was a writer. Her reluctance to find real work put strain on both our finances and our relationship. Oh, okay. No, he's still talking about his wife. It's just a flashback. During an argument over our accumulating debt, Rebecca suffered a seizure. Oh God. She was quickly diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. She died 9 months later. Oh man. There goes that coffee. There goes that hot water. There goes the sipping. And the cookies. Every day I watch her favorite movies, read her journals and her short stories. Oh wait, I don't understand. So this is not a flashback. And the wife is just two girls, a wife and husband, or wife and wife, whatever. That's what I'm getting right now from what I'm seeing, in case anyone else is confused. What started out as a means to move on quickly became a routine that I couldn't escape. There is little to my life outside of what I have left of Rebecca. I very quickly began to underperform at work. My boss was very understanding, but as the company started to lose money, coworkers began to resent me for the work I could not do. I was quickly relegated to my own office. Coworkers make hateful comments and drop hints about my supposed job security whenever I talk to them. I try not to talk to anybody. Alright. Fair enough. What's happening here? It's been 5 months since Rebecca was diagnosed. Breathing is becoming difficult for her. Movement is an almost Herculean task now. While her doctors say that we still have options, Rebecca is beginning to refuse further treatment. She wants to travel. Oh. What? I only have one option, so what's the point of even giving it to me? Right? Giving me acting like I have options. She wants to travel the world before she dies. See all that she can while she can. She's given up. I don't want her to. She's tired. Too tired for optimism. Too tired for treatment. She's tired of living. We argue constantly over the continuation of her treatment. She only has months left if she doesn't. She's getting visibly weaker with every passing day. She can barely walk, let alone travel the world. It would kill her. Rebecca knows all of this. She doesn't want to be miserable anymore. She wants the both of us to spend the rest of her life in some exotic country to elope from her treatment with money we do not have. With time she doesn't have. Now I get a choice, guys. I am the master. I am the controller of the wheel. Now, do we lie to Rebecca? Or do we beg for treatment? Wait, I don't understand. So I'm begging her to get treatment? Or I'm lying to her that we are gonna spend the rest of our life in some exotic country? No, let's not lie, because lies usually come back and bite us in the face. So we're gonna beg for the treatment. Please, you have to do it. I beg Rebecca to stop talking as though she's gonna die. What starts as a heartfelt plea rapidly turns into me screaming and shouting at her. Wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for no screaming and shouting. I said, specifically, to beg. Not to yell, but to beg. Oh well, now she's gonna come back and haunt me and kill me. I tell her that we can't afford to travel, though she can hardly walk. That she's stupid for thinking we could do anything other than try to get her better. Rebecca quietly agrees to further treatment. It doesn't work! Snaps! Rebecca only continues to worsen and we are soon out of options. Okay, it's time to go to a exotic country now. Wishing that we could be on a beach somewhere in the... Oh man, she's making me feel guilty now. Like, in real life guilty, yo. And I'm not good at taking guilt. Just kill me now. Just a few days until the anniversary of Rebecca's death. I'm not ready for it. Now I kind of feel responsible, you know, for having her have such a A sad death instead of a happy one. Same old, same old. Every day goes by the same as the last. Drinking that fake coffee. What is up with that? I don't know if it's guilt, loyalty, or just fear that compels me to stay put. Probably a little bit of everything. You know, if I told someone to stay and get treatment and then they did and then it got worse, I'd be pretty guilty too. I'd feel compelled to sit in my guilt. How can I have happiness when I denied her the same? Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Rebecca wants me to read some of her book on account that I'd never had before. I've always condemned her choice to focus on writing as opposed to pursuing legitimate employment. Her writing has always been a source of major contention between us. She wants to know what I think of it, before that's no longer possible. I haven't seen a cogwheel yet to save, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Before that's no longer possible. I don't know what to say. She's desperate for me to read it, despite prior altercations. This makes me feel angry, and a little bit guilty. Wait, why does that make you feel angry? Despite everything, she still insists that her writing career is important to her. The very pursuit that has jeopardized our home, financial security, and our marriage for years. I don't want to encourage her, but it's her passion. Tell her that you will. Yeah, let's reverse some of that guilt from earlier, huh? I tell Rebecca that I will read it. It's a collection of short horror stories. I finished them all in just a few days. They're good. Really good. Rebecca's university grades were relatively poor, but she was always highly regarded for her fiction writing. She's really talented. I feel guilty. What? Everything you do makes you feel guilty. Everything. Only now that she's died have I even bothered to read any of her work. All these years I've kept Rebecca from her writing aspirations, and now she really may never reach them. When she asks if I'd read it, I'm too embarrassed, ashamed to admit any of this to her. I tell her I've been too busy. I often think I would do anything to get Rebecca back. Would I? Wednesday. Alright, she's tying her hair, doing the same thing over again. Well, actually, what? No coffee this time. I refuse to get on with my life, and yet I still expect it to change. Who takes a bath every single day? It's almost as though we're waiting for something. You know, like every other day, but if you take a bath every single day, it's actually not good for you. I mean, ew, look at that. It looks disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, God. Where's that blood coming from? Where's the cogwheel? It's been 2 months since the diagnosis. Rebecca is exhausted from chemotherapy, sick of both the side effects and its administration. She doesn't like her doctor or any of her nurses. She hates the hospital and is very outspoken about how much she doesn't want to be around real cancer patients. Rebecca doesn't want to feel unable. She's restless, and very much in denial. It's Friday night. Rebecca wants to go out with her friends. I tell her that I don't think it's a good idea for her to be exerting herself so soon after therapy. I need this, she says. I'm scared that this will be too much for Rebecca, but I can't keep her from living her life. Alright, so I'm just gonna guess what happens. If I insist that she stays, she's probably gonna stay. If I let her go, something's gonna happen to her and I'm gonna feel guilty again. Let her go. Let her go. I tell Rebecca to have fun. I worry all night but refrain from calling. At around midnight, Rebecca comes home early. I pretend to be asleep. She's wheezing. In the morning, I ask Rebecca about her night. She says that it was a little too much for her, but she's glad she went. Thank you. Finally. No guilt. Yes. Alright, Thursday. You know, guys, I still haven't seen a cogwheel to save. So I think all that cogwheel talk was just a lie. Or maybe we're still in the prologue, like the story part, and not actually, like, in the game part yet. Oh my. Uh-oh. Oh god. What the heck? Feel that dog in the back though. The dog picture in the back. It's like perfect angle. Oh my god, how long is she gonna stare at the bathroom? Oh, I had to click something. Oh. What is that? I think I see something by the bath plug. Is something leaking? Doesn't look like water. Should I go in? You're gonna go in. You're gonna go in and you're gonna check out what it is. This is another typical horror movie. We're gonna make it into one. Ooh, that's blood, baby. Ooh, that's blood. It's very thick in consistency. Almost as though it's oozing out of a plumbing as opposed to dripping or leaking. It looks black. Or maybe red. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. But it seems to be coming out of the shower head. Oh god. What? Why do you have to put your face right under it, you fool? You can just like... Oh lord, do you know what it is now? Oh god. What an awkward way to look at a shower head. I mean, it's this, you can disconnect it. This is how I am in all horror movies, by the way. If you guys ever see me watch a horror movie, there's gonna be a lot of complaints from me. It's just like, why did you go down that way? I don't know what was in the bathroom, but whatever it is, I need to forget about it. Very typical. I can't be thinking about this right now. I don't know why my leg disappeared this morning, but I just need to forget about it. Here we go. So, it looks like we're actually in it now. So we can check out the...
Let me die.
I clicked on TV, so we're watching TV right now. The brain that wouldn't die. I used to like this one. The film is about a mad scientist who managed to keep a woman's severed head alive for several days. The woman begs for him to let her die. And surprisingly, I no longer care for it. Next! Okay. We can leave. We could check out some films. We can check out... Let's check out The Notebook. I don't even know what's in it. It's one of the notebooks Rebecca used to write her stories in. Come with us, page 1. Oh god, should I read this, guys? I don't know. I mean, it's... Jesus. So it's come with us, page 1. Typical. That's the best way Jane could have described the night. The moon was out, lighting the room in a dull, familiar glow. The air was still, peaceful. It was the perfect conditions for sleeping, many would agree with her, except the typical night had been disturbed in the most atypical way Jane could have ever imagined. Jane squirmed in the corner of her bed. She pressed herself against the headboard in the wall, hugging her knees. Most of all, she was trembling. It wasn't every night that you wake to find an expressionless child standing at the edge of your bed, after all. The main question on Jane's mind was why? Why her? Why tonight? Why a child? Jane never thought of herself as particularly special. Particularly special? Surely this only happened to those who warranted it. The weird and wonderful. Not someone like her. Normal. That's the best way Jane could describe herself. Her name was Jane Audrey Phillips. Named after her two grandmothers naturally. She had brown shoulder-length hair. It was practical, brown eyes like her father. She wasn't particularly tall, neither particularly short. They need to stop using that word. She did well at school. It led to a job that paid her bills. She neither liked her job nor did she dislike it. She had often thought she was a very neutral person. She didn't think much of anything. Not that she wasn't happy, she was in a calm, contented way. She got on with things, much like herself. The day could also be described as normal. She woke 3 minutes before alarm, as she usually did, ate a reluctant breakfast, and headed to work. Work was average, paper needed filing, reports needed writing. Minimal conversation was a sticky R, and her complete time returning home, left over for dinner, calling her mom, his routine she had it up for a couple of years. And yet there the child stood at the end of her bed, in her room. So basically, she's just saying, like, I'm just a very normal person, why did this happen to me? It was a girl. It was wearing a white nightgown, reminiscent of times far gone. It had long, unwavering dark hair. Its face was pale blue, pale, and eyes were dark. I don't know what I'm reading anymore. It made Jane uncomfortable to think of the strange specter as a girl. So she didn't. A young girl wouldn't find herself in a stranger's room in the middle of the night. This was not a young girl. That was all Jane could figure out. The woman had already asked it for information, but it wouldn't speak. It didn't react at all. It just stared at her. There was a chill on her spine she was desperately trying to ignore. Almost as if someone was slowly dragging an icicle up her back. She pressed herself harder against the wall. The sensation didn't cease. Finally, the child parted its pale lips. Though this was once the outcome Jane was hoping for, somehow it would only terrified her more. She shrunk further into the bed. She was shivering. "Come with us!" Jane sucked in her breath as the child spoke. Its voice was small and soft. It sounded like a little girl. It almost left Jane less afraid. Almost. But the eyes were so dark and the stare was so intense, Jane desperately wanted to look away or close her eyes. But she daren't. The woman was terrified. If she broke eye contact, the child would do something. She couldn't know what. The unease only grew. The child's face remained blank as it stared, though its head tilted to the side. It was almost cute. Only almost. Jane suddenly realized it was waiting for a response. The woman released the breath she didn't know she was holding. "Where?" Her voice wobbled as she spoke. Her lips left trembling. The child shook his head a little, his dark hair shuffling over its chest. "Come with us." Okay, well that was just done. That's done. I said done, not dumb. Whatever you guys want to think. We got notebook, we got photos, we got films. You can check out some photos. Why not? We might as well check out everything while we're still here. Yep. Photos of me and Rebecca the day we moved in. We probably shouldn't have moved into a house with such expensive rent. Rebecca would have stopped talking about kids. I think we would have been good parents. Good photos. Very good photos. Nothing scary happened yet, but you know, that's why there's a build-up of it. Please finish report by end of tomorrow. Maybe you'd be happier working somewhere else? Whoop. That's unprofessional. Passive-aggressive comments certainly aren't uncommon around here. But I don't think I can put this report off any longer. I'll do the bulk of the work tomorrow. I can't do this right now. Ah, you procrastinating fool. Maybe you would be happier working somewhere else. What does she even do at work if she doesn't do work? She just sits there and plays with her ring. Whoa. That's filling up with blood really fast. I used to take comfort in working here after Rebecca's death. I could pretend that she was at home waiting for me, just like before. Oh yeah, she's waiting for you, alright. A small part of me really believed that she would be. Here we go. Is it me or is it always morning here? Oh, here it goes, guys. Oh man. She didn't seem too startled. But hey, what could you expect? Acting is hard, guys. I mean, now it doesn't even look like blood. It looks like Kool-Aid or something. Like blue Kool-Aid. Whatever was leaking has now completely filled the bath. Looks like blood. Now it looks like blood. I need to call somebody to fix this. I don't want to. I don't have to deal with any of this. I can't deal with this. Not today. Not this week. Not anymore. Okay, we get it. Wait, what? Of course we're gonna call somebody. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? We better call somebody. Close the door. Get out of here, fool. I tell them at the bath how it looks as though it has filled with blood. As expected, they do not believe me. Why don't you just say, hey, I'm having a really crazy bathtub problem. They can't send anybody over till Monday. Typical. I'm expected to live with a bath full of this for 3 days. Great. Yeah, that's terrifying. Oh god, it's still there. Oh my god. Yo, come on, man. Oh boy. You guys can't see any of this. It didn't show anything, so hey. Whoa, whoa! Hey, oh god. Woohoo! Whoa! Alright. I always insisted on living in this. I want to save the game already. It's expensive, we can only afford a small house, it's overpriced, ugly, and the landlord is a Were we to live anywhere else, this place would be a fraction of the rent I pay for it. I can get us somewhere bigger. Maybe then we could afford what Rebecca needs for recovery. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, okay. Making sure that Rebecca gets better as fast as possible is more important to me, but Rebecca insists that we stay. She says that the city is our home, that she doesn't want to leave our memories behind. It's a terrible place, we could save money. We're just gonna let her stay, because everybody knows that moving is really, takes up so much energy to move. And things don't go as planned a lot. So we're gonna just let Rebecca stay. I reluctantly let her stay. She insists that she'll recover without the extra equipment. We spend the evening reminiscing about the horrible state that the house was on the day we first moved in. Rebecca did a really good job on it. She's proud. We get an urgent call about test results that day. Rebecca plays our wedding music in the car as we drive to the hospital. She sings along very loudly. She's trying to be positive. She's trying to make me smile. It's not good news. So why is she coming back and trying to kill me? I mean, I tried to be the best wife or husband I could be. And this is what I get. She's dying. It's terminal. Are you late for work? Okay, I guess it's been 3 days because, Watch out! Be careful! I think I heard something break in the kitchen. Oh, okay. Somebody in there? I don't have time for any of this. I'm already late for work, and if I don't finish my report today, I could lose my job. Honestly, I'd rather be burgled. Burgled? Burgled? Should I go in? Duh! Let's go! What's the point of playing this game if we ain't gonna die? There's nothing here. There's a lot of things here. I was sure that I heard something break in here, but nothing seems to be out of place. That plate of blood over there looks kind of suspicious. Maybe it was nothing. Right? You guys see that plate of blood, or is it just me? Oh my goodness, there's a letter. It says, Lena, I love you. Me and Rebecca used to write notes like this for each other. She used to leave them so that I would see them before I left for work. Is this some kind of joke? Joke from who? Who has access to your house? Wouldn't that be more of a question that you should be asking and not, is this a joke? Only someone who knows enough about me and Rebecca could do something so personal. Even the handwriting looks like... Just because you know somebody doesn't mean you can copy their handwriting, guys. I'm so late for work. She's not wondering, like, who broke into my house. Or anything like that. Just gonna get my coat and leave. That's what a normal person would do. Why is there always honking as soon as she opens the door? I'm sorry guys, there's gonna be a lot of complaints from me throughout this whole horror game. That's just how I am. Mostly when I watch horror movies and stuff. Hello? Nothing. Nobody seems to be there. I guess I'll hang up. God, what kind of terrible typing is that? Are you sure you're supposed to work here? She's only using like 3 fingers. That's my home phone number. Is somebody really inside my house? Are they really calling me from my own home? Surely this has to be some kind of joke. Pick up the phone! It's ringing and it's annoying. It broke into my home. I still really need to finish this report by the end of the day. That's what she's worried about right now. Oh my lord. Okay, maybe then I should answer it. I have no idea who this person is or why they might be calling. Who knows who it could be? Who knows who it could be? For the love of God, answer the phone. Heavy breathing. Strained, raspy, and painful breathing from what sounds like a woman. It's absolutely horrifying. Sounds so painfully familiar. So reminiscent of Rebecca's breathing over the last couple of months of her life. Just as the cancer had begun to spread to her lungs. Who could be doing this? Why are they doing this? Woo! What is she doing? Running straight home? She said she had to finish that report by the end of the day. Who's gonna do the report? What is happening? Stay calm. Whoever is doing this is likely responsible for everything that's happened. Yeah, okay. This is just some terrible joke. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of people saying things are a joke when it clearly is not. I will just call the police, change the laws, and forget that any of this ever happened. Everything will be fine. Normal. No, you know what, like... You know what, I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say something kind of bogus, but... We're gonna leave that for another time. We're not gonna be bogus. We're not gonna be bogus. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, man, I kinda... Oh, my God. That looks kinda scary now. What? All you did was run up the stairs? You better run, girl. Better run fast. Run really fast. A figure standing in the kitchen. Despite everything, it felt like Rebecca. It isn't Rebecca. Maybe if I hide here long enough, it will leave of its own accord. I'll stay here until it does. Oh, God. Okay, guys. I'm gonna end the gameplay here. If you enjoyed that gameplay, make sure to hit that like, and I will see you guys next time. And remember, guys, everything is just a joke. Much love.